G'day grass cutters, just a short video on how to maintain your hedge trimmer blade and make sure that it stays nice and sharp and doesn't stick and get stuck. Because I like to use a cover on my hedge trimmers, because I like to use one of these, I have to use a water dispersant or CRC, WD-40, something like that on the blade before putting it back in here after use. But because I am getting a sharpen done tomorrow on this one, I thought that I would do one of my wet hedges that I for a client. It was in the morning, it was covered in dew, and I thought I'll do it and I won't put the cover back on it, so you can see the result of when you do that. Now, that's with the safety off and using the trigger, and as you can see, the blade actually gets stuck. Now that's 2 days. That's using it on a hedge, putting it in the cover without putting a water dispersant or an anti-rust on there. Now, what it does is any sap and whatnot dries really tacky and hard, and not only that, any water or dew causes a bit of corrosion and gets in between the teeth there, and stops them from sliding. Now a little bit of that stuff. There you go. And she's going again. But you saw what happens after 2 days of just not putting that water dispersant on there and just putting a cover on like that. Straight into the trailer, and that's what happened. Stopped working within 2 days. So just remember, look after your equipment. Any hedge trimmer, once you finish using it, if you don't use a cover, it probably won't be as bad unless you're leaving it in an open tray, or a lot of moisture can get into your trailer. It might still happen, but if you're like me and you like to use a cover to make sure that it's not banging around and bumping the edges off your nice sharp hedge trimmer, put a bit of water dispersant. You might be able to pick this up pretty cheap, maybe even free if you do if you get a lot of servicing and equipment through a steel dealer. But whack it on there, whack that on there, and she'll stay nice and sharp, nice and clean.